Icons are path breakers, trailblazers, and change makers. They influence, empower, and enable. This is Rolling Stone India Icons in association with JBL and Beatoven.ai, where some of India's most inspiring musicians give us a glimpse into their genius and artistry. This is your exclusive gateway to some of India's most creative and wonderful minds. I'm so honored, privileged, delighted to have amongst us someone who is a mentor to me and a mentor to generations of emerging and established artists, someone who has to his name several accolades, our beloved Rahman sir. Welcome to Rolling Stone India Icon, sir. Sir, it's been such a beautiful creative exploration and a process of experimentation for you in the past 12 to 16 months. We saw that you made a production debut with 99 songs, and then there was Why the Musical, there was also the Firdaus Orchestra, and then at Cannes we had Le Musk premiering. All along, sir, there were projects in Bollywood, down south, and of course Khatija's wedding too. There's so much happening. How are you feeling, sir?
I'm feeling really good because past 3 years have been a downer for the whole world. We were all in lockdowns, and we lost a lot of people, and so it felt like coming back felt surreal, and the more the merrier.
Right. Sir, with the kind of accolades that you have to your name and the recognition and the love that you enjoy, for most people those are really ultimate wins, right? But I do know that that's not how creative people think.
Yeah.
What is the most rewarding experience for you as a musician?
I think music is something which is an antidote for many things, When there's chaos in culture, sometimes, music reflects the culture, sometimes it becomes an antidote. And through the songs, through music, through everything, your being, you are trying to find what is that alternate things for people so that they can take shelter in that.
Right.
And so whether it's lyrics or whether it's a tune, whether it's anything you put out, I feel like that's a better reason for your being rather than just following the crowd.
Right. How beautifully said, sir. Whose validation is the ultimate validation that you seek? Is it your own?
True.
Yeah?
I think that's the best, because then nobody can flatter you, nobody can pull you down, and you know where you stand. If one can actually make that as a practice and you are objective always, I think that's secret for longevity.
How amazing, sir. Might I be courageous enough to ask you, sir, what might be the creative leap that you feel too scared to make? Or is there something that scares you, or there's a fear of anything right now?
No, I feel like the more you see the world, and you see the geopolitics of the world, and you see Indian culture, then you see where I am. And so the roles are so different from what it used to be 30 years back.
Right.
So, for instance, with all the experience, all the stuff which has happened to me, how can I take Indian artists or who are now propping up, and some of the beautiful voices, some songwriting is all happening now. But are they getting the deserved, platform?
Right.
Are they getting the deserved audiences? I think if all that changes, I think, and that's what I'm looking up to. So I'm looking to, in my own way, to see whether I can connect the dots, or culminate these amazing talents together to make a bigger impression. So
I remember you had once told me that you are the company that you keep.
Yeah.
And you are the thoughts that you cultivate around you. How do you ensure, when people are always looking up to you at all times as their mentor, for you to keep yourself grounded yet elevated? How's that balance like?
I don't feel like, in the moment you feel like, oh, I'm the teacher and you're the student, it's more like a friendship thing, whether I work with juniors or everybody has something, because the way they come up in life is different. The way I've done so, If I feel I have more experience, I let them know. If I feel like I need to study them to learn something from them, I just keep quiet. And, okay, they know better. And their hands are fast. They have better, healthy, younger mind. And mine is more relaxed. And not always relaxed. So when there's a concert, of course, don't play it relaxed. I do play demystifies, I do play it.
Right. Yeah. Listening to the sound that you create, right, is an experience unto itself, right? And we know that it's not just audio. It's not, sound could be an experience. It's always evolving. How do you treat sound, sir? I mean, a question that is very existential. I mean, sounds it's a constant and a variable.
Yeah. I think sound is an emotion. And everything's an emotion. Like if it doesn't touch you, if it just dazzles you, it's fine. It's just after a minute you feel, I've seen it. What else? That's why I think the most ambitious productions always have an emotion.
Right.
If they lack, they flop. And concerts are the same thing,
Speaking of practice and perseverance and preparedness, we know that, and you've spoken about how Panchatan and your studio has been like your sacred place where you've been able to mute the world and really focus on your craft. And I think not much is spoken about the solitary greatness of just pursuing something that you love. And it's, in the times of social media, there's so much talk about just being around or partying and we know that some of the greatest things are cultivated in your solitary time. Can you tell us about those years, sir?
It's still the same. Just that, the difference between my previous generation and me, or the next generation is they all needed an orchestra. Without the score being given to them, there wouldn't be sound. But with the advent of MIDI sequences and all the stuff, I was an introvert. I never could write something for the orchestra before. And now with this, I can write my own pieces, listen to myself, listen to the piece at peace, and then is it working? It's not working. So this time, this going in insights of what it could be or how better it could be, sometimes gets missed out. And that's when I think things which are not supposed to be passed get passed over. And in my music, I think mostly what we do is do something, review it, or it could be better, keep reviewing it. That actually helps a lot. Yeah. Otherwise, everything you write, or whatever I write, is from the universe and it can't be changed.
Right.
And sometimes that is true.
Right.
Sometimes it could be changed and made be better. Like something better comes from the universe too.
I also feel with creativity, the essence of creativity is timeless, but it finds expression through different formats, right? And technology aids it. And we've seen, sir, in your case, whenever people speak of Rahman sir's music, there's always the element of technology. He's been able to mold technology in a way that is...
It's just a tool. It's just a tool. I think the word sounds a bit geeky, but everything's got technology. TV screens and now, in medical and the most life-saving things that have technology in it. So it's not about technology. How it impacts humanity is very important. How it impacts creativity is important. It's not just I'm just sitting on figuring out how to do it, but I'm just trying to tame the beast.
Right.
Like what can it do for us to express better? Right. How can it be more organic to our lives rather than we becoming a slave to that?
Right.
How can that be a slave to us?
Sure.
And how can we impact creativity or inspiration and all those things?
Wow. What can we do as individuals, as people, to be fearless, courageous, and perform to the best of our abilities?
Everybody says be yourself. What does that be yourself? I think if you have to explain what the be yourself is to realize your full potential and embrace the flaws and the pluses of your being and shine on I think. Find that you inside. What is that which makes you unique? And what you think is a flaw actually is actually a unique thing. And if you go deep within that, find yourself is the answer for everything, I think.
Beautiful. Thank you for that beautiful answer. It's been an absolute pleasure, sir. I think that all of us are, I am especially enriched every time there's a conversation. And may you keep shining the light for all of us and be the beacon. This is Rolling Stone India Icons. And with me is A.R. Rahman, sir. Thank you so much.